My first story is called Oh Mommy, Mommy. A young child was playing with his toys. All at once he missed his mother's voice. Where did she go? I cannot see her. Trembling with deep despair, his heartbeat crushing deep within him, panic causing nausea within his chest. Then as she left, did she return, smiling, walking quietly towards him. With outstretched arms, she wrapped them around him. Shh, shh, my baby, don't cry. With comfort flowing back into his small body, a heavy sigh of relief came over him. Oh, Mommy, Mommy. The years have quickly passed. That little boy is now a man, remembering how he felt when he was left alone. I love you, Mommy, he was heard to say when the curtain did fall. With hands outstretched to bless, she heard her Saviour's call. Shush, shush, my child, you're home. The next story I'd like to read is called It Is the Wind. It was a very stormy night. The lights were flickering off and on. We were safe in our cozy home, enjoying the fire, the flames giving patterns to our puzzled minds alone. All shapes and sizes, puzzled as they changed, from castles in the sky to ships sailing home. Lost in the wonder of an imaginary world, I failed to hear a scratching sound. Then I heard a sound, not unlike a baby's cry. Startled by the sound again, I jumped up and explored my home. The sound got louder as I reached the door. What I saw when I looked out that night was a pitiful sight of a shabby kitten, lost and shaken, her little face all drenched with rain, her fur sticking to her bones. My heart went out to that little kitten. I bent down to pick her up, and she felt like a featherweight. I took a clean towel and dried her off. She began to look like a little kit. She lay in front of my lovely fire, the heat giving life to this little mite. We share our home with our newfound friend. This little kitten will never be alone again. And now the years have come and gone, and little kitty has really grown. I will never forget that stormy night when we found a friend for life. I'm going to read a lovely poem. I like it. This is one of my favorite poems. O lovely rose of red, your petals soft, your blossoms near an end. Remember spring when first your buds and leaves did just begin? Fear not, my pretty blossom, for the harsh winds to blow your petals to the ground. You served your days upon this earth with love to everyone. O lovely rose of red, your petals soft, your days are near the end, but wait till spring, you're in my eyes again. Seek with your eyes the beauty of the earth, for in doing so you will find peace for the soul. As time goes by, where have all the years gone since I was just a boy? Where have all my friends gone who made me laugh and cry? As time goes by, I find myself looking to the past, not with sorrow in my heart, just beautiful memories that will surely last. I wonder if my friends remember me with joyful hearts, who laugh and cry, not with sorrow in their hearts, just beautiful memories that will surely last as time goes by. This is called a poem of true love. How can I love you more, my dear? How can I love you more? I shall not leave you, no, my dear, I shall not lose the way. Though bitter words could break a trust, of binding love divine, and shatter all the hopes and dreams that someday you'll be mine. The deepest roots of love for you inside my heart and soul, the purest thoughts of gentle love the world has ever known. How can I love you more, my dear? How can I love you more? A frightened mouse. Please spare me. Oh, please do. The look of fright with eyes so bright, the twitching body panic-stricken. The poor little mouse, nowhere to hide. A pail of birdseed he was feasting on until his eyes met mine. I hadn't the heart to shout or scream. I just watched him run and wished him well. A little mouse went through sheer hell. For 30 seconds, it seems a long, long time for a mouse in fear of humankind. A little boy's dream. Many years ago, there lived a little boy named Richard. Richard was a friendly boy. Everyone knew him, just loved him. He had the sweetest smile and would look up to your face, and immediately you would just love to hug him. Richard had a little dog named Hero, who was always with Richard. Richard needed Hero to help him walk. Richard loved Hero. He would pull himself up and hold on to Hero's neck. Hero was very patient with Richard. He didn't mind at all. Richard couldn't play with the other children, like baseball, hockey, swimming, and running. But in spite of all that, Richard was happy to have Hero as his best friend. One day, a little girl who was the same age as Richard looked at him and said, "Why can't you walk like we can? You're always holding on to that old dog." "He's not old," said Richard, "and he helps me walk." "Why can't you walk by yourself?" said Cindy in a very haughty tone. "I don't know why I can't walk," said Richard. "I just can't." Puzzled at that remark, Cindy said, "I don't understand why you can't walk. All my friends can walk." After saying that, she left without saying goodbye. Richard felt sad for the first time in his young life. He went into the house with Hero. "Mommy," he called out. "Yes, dear," his mom said. "Why can't I walk like all the other boys and girls, and why do I have to hold on to this old dog's neck?" "Richard," his mom said in a sad voice, "why are you so angry at Hero? I have never heard you speak so unkind about your best friend." "Well, Cindy said he's an old dog and that I am different because I can't walk." Now, Richard," his mom said while putting her arms around him, "you never complained before because you couldn't walk, and you always had Hero to play with, and you were always smiling, and everyone loves you." Richard had tears in his eyes. He felt sorry for Hero because Hero was his best friend and always made him happy. Richard's mom was very sad for him. She sat him down in his favorite chair and explained to him why he couldn't walk. He had polio when he was young, and at that time there was no cure. Richard listened to his mom, his eyes wide with wonder, taking everything she said. When his mom was finished explaining about his illness, he looked into his mother's eyes and gave her the most beautiful smile and said, "I wish that Cindy could have a dog like Hero to make her happy." This is your body and soul. This is your heart. There's so much going on inside your body, you'd be amazed at what your body is doing. Let me start off with your intake of food. You eat to stay alive. Without food, you would die of starvation. Correct? Of course I am correct. Next, you drink fluids. Your body needs fluids. Your blood running through your veins, right? Now, you have bones to keep your body together. The biggest organ is your skin. It is so beautifully made to cover all your body from head to toes. You call it the naked body. We start at birth. This is an amazing miracle. A baby made from an egg and a sperm has arrived from inside a womb. The body has provided all the nutrients to make this fetus into a baby. All this has been going on inside the womb for 9 months. The exact time to allow this fetus to form into a baby. Amazing, isn't it? When this miracle finds its way down the birth canal, what comes out is a baby from the sperm of its father and the egg of its mother. Incredible, isn't it? We never think about what life is all about. We take it all for granted. The baby has a body just like yours. All the fingers, toes, arms, legs, head, ears, eyes, mouth, nose, lips, and even fingernails that look like they have just been manicured. Fascinating, isn't it? And what does that baby do when it is born? It screams its head up, help, help! Came from inside a dark womb, and yet the unknown is all around this baby. The baby has to be looked after. It is helpless. It depends on its mother to fill its needs of food, water, and warmth. The mother will take it in her arms and rejoice, and the father will look on gloating over his son or daughter, taking credit for this baby who has chosen the parents to be his or her mother and father. Now, getting back to basics. Since the beginning of time, a baby has been born from inside a womb and has survived from generation to generation. Somewhere in some time, a seed was planted and fertilized. Medical science has taken credit for experimenting with life, etc. They have delved into cures for cancer and have performed heart transplants for sick bodies, too many to mention, just to give a person a few more years to live. Now consider the millions of years this universe has been here. We are but a pebble washed up on the seashore, drifting in and out with the tide of ages. One last thing before I leave you, guessing what life is all about. Inside your body you have a heart and soul. The heart beats every second of every hour of every day, keeping you alive. Without a heart, you would surely die. That is the truth. No money or doctor can save you. You will leave this world as when you came in, naked. Now, food for thought. Live, love, and be happy. Share your love with the less fortunate. It does not mean wealth or material goods, just genuine caring and sharing, giving a never-ending circle of love with a rainbow high in the sky with different colors from all over the world. Making an archway, welcoming all creeds and religions to join in the race to be the first to show the banner of love on wings of dove, but mostly love. Grandma is in heaven. Gladys was a great grandma. She was loved by all her family. She died peacefully. She had just turned 85 the week before she died. The family were fortunate enough to have given her a birthday party. There was lots of fun and well-wishing. Pictures were taken of great-grandma with all the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Whoa, what a party! Whoa, what beautiful memories. When great-grandma died, she so suddenly, the next week was sheer chaos. There wasn't enough time to develop the picture that had been taken of that joyful birthday party with great-grandma. On the day before the funeral, little Katie asked her mom where great-grandma was going. "She's going to heaven," replied her mom. "Can I send her a letter to her in a balloon and maybe a picture from the birthday party?" asked little Katie. Puzzled, her mom replied, "Why not?" Needless to say, the pictures were developed. On the day of the funeral, Katie's mom attached the letter which read, I love you, Great Grandma. With the letter, there was a picture from the birthday party. When everyone came out of the chapel, little Katie asked her mom if she could send up the balloon. Little Katie released the balloon into the sky and soared higher and higher until it was out of sight. Little Katie said to her mom, "Do you think Great Grandma has my letter and picture? Do you think the balloon has reached heaven?" Just then, a voice from afar was heard to say, "I love you too." Katie hugged her mom, and with tears streaming down her face, she said, "Great Grandma read my letter." "How do you know, Katie?" Katie's little face looked up to her mom. She said, "I told Great Grandma I loved her in my letter, and I heard her say, 'I love you too.'" And that is the end of the story.